One mom of 5 kids ordered Dominoes, and it changed her life and the life of the precious elderly woman who delivered the dinner. Lacey, welcome to Spirit 1053. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm just totally inspired by your story, and I've read all about it on social media, but I'm really looking forward to hearing you tell it.
Yeah, no problem. My husband and I had ordered dinner for us and our kids because he was going to class and I needed something quick. So we ordered some pastas and things like that from Domino's. And when the delivery lady arrived, my husband had gone down to get the order, and I realized that something was happening downstairs. And so when I went downstairs and looked, he was picking her up off the ground. She had fallen pretty hard. So I talked to my husband later in the night and said, I think that we should post this on TikTok and make a GoFundMe for her. And maybe we can help her, get a couple of days off of work. We never thought that it would be this big.
This woman, Barbara, who fell on your porch, I got to tell you, I just wanted to hug her the moment I saw that video. So I understand why you did what you did. But you are a busy woman. You've got a family. What ultimately pushed you over the edge and said, we're going to take the time to make this happen?
I think just thinking about both of our parents recently in May, my dad passed away from esophageal cancer.
Oh.
And he worked up until shortly before he had found out he had cancer. So he didn't even get to enjoy his retirement. And so as we got to talking about it later that night, about how it's just so sad seeing this elderly generation have to work to be able to keep up with the economy, it just broke our hearts. And that's really what pushed us over, was me just imagining it being my dad all over again.
Yeah. So, Lacey, when you delivered the news to Barbara, what was her reaction like?
She was honestly just speechless. So we didn't know, because of how big it got, we didn't even know. I was like, what do we do? We write a check. How do we do this? We don't know how to work GoFundMe.
Right.
So when we found out we could add her as a beneficiary, that was really great. But she was just so speechless, and she still is. She doesn't know what to say other than thank you so much. And she's so excited to spend more time with her kids, grandkids, and even great grandkids.
Oh, my goodness. So it was worth everything. You would do it all again.
100%. Even with some of the backlash that we've gotten,
Oh.
I would not trade it for anything. I would do it 100 times over if I could.
How much money did you and the generous people who saw your story raise?
I haven't looked recently. I've been dealing with the 5 kiddos. Sorry. But I think the last time I looked, it was at 225,000.
Oh, my. What?
Yeah, yeah, it's way bigger than we ever thought. I remember when it was 10,000 and I was upping the amount and was like, oh my gosh, there's no way this is happening. And now we're at 225,000. And I'm just so excited that she can now retire and just live the life that she should the rest of the time that she's on this planet.
Lacey, how has this changed your life as you go about your day?
Honestly, it's really funny. My friends are like, oh my gosh, our friend is famous. We're not. We weren't looking for anything out of this. We are just so thankful to show that there is still good, kind people in this world that want to help others. And it's not all the negative that we see all the time. If we really look, you can see the light in the world. And this has really, really helped open our eyes more to that.
Oh, well, you're absolutely amazing. You've inspired me so much. I know you're going to inspire a whole bunch more people. Thank you so much for doing this and for being on the show, Lacey.
Thank you so much for having me.